we're back.
When you said perfect for the Switch, I mean, the joke was funny in the first place, but like, just I know I've talked to you about this before. That guy, boy, you've done it. You've discovered the outer lands, the outer worlds, the outer wilds, whichever one you want to play.
Whichever one.
Whenever people talk, especially, I felt this before the video was made, but it was nice to see somebody make a video that articulated my feelings perfectly. I think the YouTuber's name is Joey Pocket or something like that. He did a video called Perfect for the Switch. And it's just like, what is it? Everything is perfect for the Switch. It's just a video game console.
Yeah.
And this whole idea of, that game would be perfect on the Switch, as opposed to another game that isn't. It's like, I guess some people are like, that game is perfect for playing on the go. But I mean, what does that even mean? Aside from you can save often.
Why is the camera terrible right now?
I don't know, dude. Right now? Yeah. It wants to say low to the ground. Well, what it's doing, Joey, is when you're in this mode.
Oh, we didn't do the thing, Jacob.
Oh, well, who cares about throwing Big off the ledge? It's fine. We can just advise people to go follow that Twitter account with all the Sonic Adventure 1 facts and let them do our job for us.
Yes, it's like Sonic Adventure facts on Twitter. Don't type in SA facts like I did earlier because I went on SA facts and it was South Africa facts. I mean, if you want South Africa
you could certainly
facts,
go and get
for
South
it.
Africa facts.
I'm not advising against it. It's just I didn't have a whole lot of interest, you know? There's the stone.
That's a lot of caucasity over there.
Damn.
Just didn't have a lot of interest, huh? You white bitch.
Oh, we do have this mode with the thing. Cool. I forgot.
You wanted to learn about a stupid Dreamcast video game and not about real people's lives in a real country?
Well, who cares? It's video games, baby.
Hey! Didn't I tell you to leave that alone?
I didn't even know there was unique dialogue. If I do it now, will it?
I hope. I moved the stone because the wind was getting strong. Just don't put it back in the caves, okay?
That's incredible. Who would have thought to have this?
Hey! Because the writers were actually like guys who were doing. We talked about these guys who were writing these little stories about the girl's father being missing. They were. What else did they have to do?
I guess, but that's great.
I'm thinking about. There's a very similar thing happened with because there's. I remember one of the guys who was like the director or whatever on A Hat in Time talking about how it got to a point where like game development was just going on and the writer had nothing left to write, so he just kept writing garbage.
Yeah.
And it was just like examining random things around her ship. It's the reason that in one of the secret stages in one of the worlds, you can just find a book that says, the book is titled Ethical Consumption Under Capitalism. You opened it up, there's nothing inside. And it's just sitting in a corner in a secret stage in a room with nothing else in it. Because the writer just was writing stuff and they had to put it somewhere.
But anyway, yeah.
So this is mixed up a little bit from Sonic's level.
Yep.
But but now we got a real stage. We've been doing a lot. We haven't had a stage as Omega, really. We did the initial stage, and then we went through. I guess we did go through the Emerald, like the coastal zone, but it's so fast. It doesn't feel like a real level.
Yeah.
All of his levels are pretty fast, but this feels a bit more like a real level.
Yeah.
We're seeing stuff we didn't see before, as opposed to just walking through a half of like a fifth of a Sonic stage.
But anyway, we're on our way to save our friend.
Yeah.
What does save mean to this robot? I guess we'll find out.
Well, the thing is that while it isn't rendered explicitly, we have to go back to what we talked about in like part 1 or 2 of this game when we were explaining Sonic lore to people who don't know, right?
Which is
what is the environmentalist tone of the original games, right?
Yes.
Of hitting the capsule to release the animals, Eggman is capturing all the woodland animals and putting them inside of robots, right?
Yes.
And this game doesn't really remind you explicitly, but mechanically the whole time you've been picking up these animals, killing robots.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say for now. Though even with that hint, I'm sure that anybody with 2 brain cells to rub together can probably figure out all the pieces that they need if they've been watching this LP so far. So yeah, I guess they weren't like scrapped. They were just sent out on thankless like security missions in the middle of nowhere. I guess I'm really not clear on what the robot's doing out here. But
I
regardless,
remember somehow I knocked one of them off a cliff once.
Did it actually die, or did the game just crash?
I don't remember, honestly.
It explodes for a long time with no sound effects.
E-103 Delta, rescue complete.
Rescue complete.
He killed him, though. But what did we see after he killed him? There was the little animal was flying around.
Yep. And
I mean-
also, it's the whole thing of it's like these my brethren are enslaved by Robotnik.
Yeah. No, it's a
He broke his shackles, and now he's breaking the shackles of his friends one way or another.
Yeah, no, this is an interesting thing because I don't want to I don't want to, like, on one hand, I'm like, I don't want to spoil anything, but it's also like, it's not exactly like there's a big reveal coming or whatever. This is interesting because clearly there is an animal contained within Gamma's chassis, as there is with all of these things.
That's what powers these robots.
But the robot, it's unclear if the robot has a separate sentience from the animal, or if the animal is this robot's brain, but it just doesn't remember its life as an animal, or doesn't think the way that it used to, right?
Yeah.
It has an enhanced intelligence as this robot. It's unclear if there's two personalities. It's unclear if we're dealing with I almost spoiled something.
Yeah.
I almost said I don't know if we're dealing with a censor this out situation from Xenoblade Chronicles, but I'll cut that out.
A character from something else.
But yeah. So it's nice that it's honestly, because it's not super duper explicit, like you're saying. His concept of saving is to blow them up, but it's not. I wouldn't call it like incredibly subtle, but it's subtle by the standards of this game.
I want
at
to see what the
least.
emerald's looking like.
It's not
over
bothering to explain it to you. It's trusting.
Yes.
It's trusting, number one, a little bit of familiarity with the previous Sonic games, and your ability to kind of read between the lines and figure out what's
here.
going on.
And that's what we're talking about this campaign having a little bit more to do with anything.
Because I think in the first session we were talking about, it feels like
Wait, what? Oh no, there is a big crack. Okay.
Timeline is strange. I think it was in the first session we were talking about how I love the skybox, man. There's some beautiful colors in the
There
skyboxes
really
in this
is,
game.
honestly. I'm gonna
Like
go
the
over
the
here.
resolution isn't that high, but there are some amazing colors, like legitimately.
Yeah, no, it's
Sunset
always
at Station Square is amazing. Ooh, he's doing the electric slide.
Wonder if this will knock me off the cliff.
Yeah, just leave it. We'll
look at
find
that-
out.
look at that
Yeah, put it
skybox.
down and we'll enjoy the skybox and see. Oh, he stopped. He hit a hill. He no longer has enough force to get up that hill. But
Oh,
I was-
wait, uh-oh.
Oh yeah, no, there's still seam. There's a seam. Don't worry about that though. That's where it just becomes one solid color. They couldn't paint the whole thing.
No.
During the first session we were talking about, it feels like we were talking about there's an idea in this playthrough in this game that feels like something that somebody on the Sonic team must have been just kind of thinking about. That was like an itch in the back of their brains for years, and this is what we're talking about, which is we've
cannot do
introduced
this
this
slow.
story where the robots, where the animals are trapped inside the robots. What are the implications of that?
Yeah, exactly.
What does that extend to? And this is a story focusing on essentially the entirety of Gamma's campaign is essentially elaborating upon a background world building detail of a bunch of 16-bit platformers.
Yeah,
Which
and
is actually really neat, I think.
Yeah, no, it's great. And it's like, I think that's why Gamma really stands out to me. Like, the other day, I was, like, asked, like, as a joke, it's like, okay, Joey, gun to your head, favorite Sonic character. I was like, Gamma?
Yeah.
That's the first thing I said. It's like, I don't know if he's my favorite character, but I'm like, I do like him quite a bit.
No, this is because I would say that I'm not gonna go out. I'm not gonna get up here and say that Sonic Adventure 2 is like so much more interesting.
No.
But I will say that game is like intelligible.
Yes.
And there is a plot, and like I will say that there are a couple of things about it that are more enjoyable on like a straightforward like consuming a narrative level as opposed to this game, which is a nightmare.
Yeah.
But the Gamma stuff is like actually, I think, really interesting. At least by the standards. I mean, I'm not saying like it's, I'm not not really interesting by the standards of like, oh man, I would put this on the level of like freaking Citizen Kane and The
But
Godfather.
no, but it's like,
I-
compared to everything else in the game, it may as well be, right?
considering that we're playing a Sonic the Hedgehog video game, this is pretty interesting stuff. Even if the game itself, even if, like I should clarify, the execution is not anything terribly fantastic, but the fact that they had the idea is interesting.
Exactly.
The fact that they even attempted something like this is kind of crazy.
Especially in this weird, like, because this was a big deal for them, this Sonic
Yeah.
Adventure. It's like, we're going to put this really weird experimental, like, almost meta narrative into this thing. Well, not meta, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, but something that's
I'm
something that
spouting
is
buzzwords.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
something
doing.
that is something that is not what you would expect out of Sonic. You're gonna play as a villain. We're gonna explore these weird background details in a little bit more depth, and apparently shooting. But I guess that was heavily requested in the community. Apparently,
Sure, why not?
The other component though is that, like, I mean, we talked about before. It's like this is the first big Sonic game since 3. Really, there's just a bunch of random weirdo stuff on all of the failed Sega
It's the
consoles.
I would say it's the first real 3D Sonic game,
It is the first real 3D Sonic game. There are other Sonic games that are in 3D.
but it's like this is the first 3D.
Yeah, it's in like 3D Blast is not in 3D. That's why I made the joke in the Sayonara Wild Hearts video.
Oh, no.
About
Hey,
it's the best 3D Sonic game, and yes, I am including Adventure 2 and 3D Blast. But I mean, like Sonic R and a couple of others are legitimate 3D games, but they're not real Sonic games. They're all
Yeah.
weirdo mini games and half steps, half truths, one might
All right,
say.
is this Theta? Can't remember. I don't know what that is.
That's Epsilon, I believe.
I thought Epsilon was the big boy. Maybe the big boy. Spoiler: there's a big boy.
I do not. Well, we'll hear him in a second, but I don't know a lot of the Greek letters anymore because I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
I'm a dumb.
Also, these fights are not difficult in the slightest.
I don't know. I don't know. It's just this is not something that I pay attention to at school. Let's listen and we'll find out what it was. Well, I guess he's gonna
Also,
explode
each one of these
first.
has a little bit different. Like, I really like the arms on that one because it's got the weird extra like barrel in the back that makes no sense but looks really neat to me.
E104 Epsilon.
Oh yeah, you're right,
All right,
Epsilon.
I was
I mean,
right.
it did look like an E. Also, I was one ring away from getting a life. Why did I not grab one?
Who cares? We don't need him.
Yeah, you're right.
I wasn't watching your rings. I didn't notice until just now either.
I know why I like those arms. It's because they remind me of the pile bunker, one of my favorite concepts in a mech thing. I love those things. They're stupid, but
E103 Delta. E104 Epsilon. Rescue mission accomplished. E105 Zeta. E101 Beta. Location unknown.
You know where Beta is. You just saw him a few minutes ago. He was in the lab getting torn apart. See, there's a location right there.
Perhaps aboard the egg carrier.
Precisely. No, but there is something nice about this robot, breaking free of his control and assigning the mission accomplished. He's giving himself new directives.
exactly.
New
Because the
missions.
master protocol is gone.
Yes.
He deleted it.
He deleted Eggman's priority authorization in his brain.
Mode change.
There's another thing. It's like every now and then we bring up the Archie comics. And neither of us know like anything about the Archie comics
No.
hardly. But it's like there's I guess weird potential pseudo spoilers because I don't know anything other than this. But it's like there's an interesting interaction between Omega and Gamma in the Archie comics, and one of them where Gamma is like a weird, the free thinker, like more so than this, and
Yeah.
Omega is like hunting him down, and he basically accepts his death, but then like fuses his consciousness with Omega's,
Weird.
and like they
Interesting.
become like a weird new
Weird.
character.
We're going to the carrier, not the base. You can
Yeah,
go to
yeah.
the raft, I think.
Good,
It will support my weight. My big
but we don't
lumbering metal weight.
need it. We don't need it because we can just.
We get to rest instead of spending all of our gas hovering there. We can just hang out on this raft.
you know,
It's
it
very
consumes a lot of animal juice,
Yeah, precisely.
a lot of reroll juice.
That was on camera. We talked about reroll juice, right?
I hope so.
Joey was talking about. I hope that was on camera. God, Joey was talking about he needed to charge his phone so that he could roll more gotcha, and he said he needed reroll juice. I'm never gonna refer to charging my phone with anything other than reroll juice ever again.
But you don't play-
Oh man, I'm
but
almost
you
out of
don't-
reroll juice.
You don't play the bad.
No, I
games.
don't, but it doesn't matter. I can call it whatever I want.
Play
It's a free
Fate, my
country.
guy.
Play Fate, my guy. Or don't you effing people start.
No, I played a new one. The new one's got cool designs. They're not just hot anime girls. They're hot anime girls in cool clothing.
Sometimes I don't have a lot of... Even though I follow him on Twitter, I don't always necessarily care what Patrick Boivin has to say on Twitter. He talks a lot. Of all the people I follow on Twitter, he talks the most and I care the least, probably. But one of my favorite exchanges on Twitter ever was when he was trying to because he always, like, to be fair to Pat, as much as people make fun of him for being a crazy person, he does usually make a sincere effort to understand what other people are interested in.
This is not
Like he
good.
spent 3 weeks playing League a month or so ago
Yeah.
to try and like get it right, just so he could be able to talk about it and understand it. And he made a sincere attempt at trying to understand gotcha. And I mean, like, I think the conclusion is it's people want they're gambling.
Yeah.
But like,
I just think a crippling gambling addiction is neat.
but
I almost found that figure at the con.
Oh, yeah?
I found the female equivalent of that figure.
But there was a great exchange when he was talking about like There obviously
weird.
There are a million of those gacha games to try, so he wasn't gonna try out all of them. He was gonna try out a handful, right?
I think maybe he was trying out GBF, Grand
I don't know,
Fantasy, because of
but-
the fighting game.
But like he was saying, like, I don't like, you know, what else is there to do? I'm not gonna play all these. And at one point, somebody tweeted and said, "Play Fate, my guy," and he just said, "Oh no, don't you effing people start." That's so good. Are we going to the hot shelter, or what is he?
I'd assume we're going to the hot shelter.
Maybe it wasn't just for Amy like I thought it was. Silly me.
Oh no, his is. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
What's Tikal want?
I thought his was also in the Sonic level area. No, it's in the hot shelter. Rescue them. All right, Tikal. I guess Tikal's bloodthirsty too.
Hurry up and rescue them.
Yeah, I could have sworn the hot
What is
shelter.
Tikal's motivation for saving that? That doesn't. I don't.
Yeah,
I don't think that has anything to do with anything that Tikal wants.
No, I can't move right now. There we go.
Was Tikal? When did Tikal start showing up in? We should pay attention and see when Tikal actually starts showing up. Does Tikal show up before he decides to betray his master? Is she there on Station Square in the beginning of his campaign? I don't even remember.
I'm pretty sure she is, yeah. But that's we can. Oh god, I'm stuck. We can ignore that because it's video game tutorial garbage. It's barely plot relevant.
No, but I'm just wondering because I haven't really thought about Tikal in his campaign so far, and it would make sense to like just not have her show up for a little while. It would actually make sense.
It would make sense, but you gotta have.
But she definitely wasn't there in the first level and in like the little area where we're walking around with Eggman. Like I know because you don't know where to go. You know, there's no person saying go downstairs and fight Beta. See what Eggman wants.
Can I grab
you know.
this?
Oh wow, he can.
You're slow. You're slow compared to. Oh well.
Slower than
Can
Amy.
you blame him? Because look at his chassis is not made for this.
Oh boy.
But of course he can fly, so he doesn't need to. He's just conserving.
Like he doesn't get much upward. I guess no, he can't get upward momentum as we saw in the cutscenes. He just doesn't want to.
Oh no, I should have gone into the other room.
No, you know what, Joey?
I think his other power.
Joey, when he flew away from the egg carrier, that wasn't him flying upward. That was just the egg carrier losing altitude, and he was maintaining
You're
hover.
absolutely
That's what
right.
that was.
I tried to jump and I just hovered and almost ate it.
But you know what? You didn't
did
eat it.
not.
You did it just fine. I wonder if
Oh
you,
wait, I shot some.
there's a door behind you that Amy goes through, right? I wonder if you could hover to that, if it would open for you. Like, just if it's collision based and you could get into a section of the level you're not supposed to be in. I'm not saying go try
I
it.
can't do it now. But,
Yeah, no,
but as
don't.
it was spinning, there may have been a chance.
Don't. I was just curious. I wonder. I wonder with my gamer brain what is and isn't possible.
Ooh.
Yeah, this section I remember this. This is kind of unique to him. This is where if you get your speed up and you're rolling around as him, you're like rolling around on these tracks. It also reminds me of, I believe there's a section of a level in Sonic Heroes that kind of looks similar to this. But yeah, I remember replaying this Omega stage, not Omega stage, Gamma stage a lot because this reminds me a lot. So not reminds me. No, well,
Did you see that right there? I had to do that and then hover. That was
yeah,
cool.
yeah. There's tech there. You actually had to do some platforming as Omega there, but it was still high speed. You know, stand there and be picked up.
Oh no.
You screwed it
I
up,
was in the
Joey.
wrong spot.
Now, this is the best
Now-
part of Sonic games when you have to stop and wait for the game.
You bitch! Oh no! I'm losing valuable time now. Come on.
I remember, I'm not sure, but I think this is the level I went back and replayed the most as him because it's the one that's the most thoroughly realized
Oh
and has
no,
the most
absolutely.
going on.
This is the best one for him, easily. I'm glad that Dr. Eggman just has a little crane right there. I see.
Ah, I see. Soul Cup.
Oh.
Is that right? Am I doing that right? I don't
Soul
watch enough anime.
Yes, Soul Cup. Yes, I'm an
I
expert
don't
at
watch
Japanese.
enough anime. All right, here we go. Now this level gets. Now it's like, oh wow, they put a lot of money into this one. It's about to start.
Yep.
Oh, dude, it's just like Uncharted 2. You see that big blackness out in front of it? It's just like Uncharted 2.
I was trying to remember what Heroes level you were talking about until I remembered this. It's like, yeah, now I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, there's a train bit in Heroes.
The music on that level's good. But you can say that about anything.
Yeah, no.
It's so redundant, but uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
That was bizarre.
Well, you're fighting people across multiple cars. They're shooting at you over there. Oh boy, the camera's clipping
Whoa.
outside. As you're
Whoa.
going. Oh, you're going so fast!
Gosh. Oh my goodness.
Oh, you're playing a risky game here.
I'm not trying to, dude. I'm just trying to live my life.
You're living at a quarter mile at a time right now.
Yeah, see, this level's also woo! It's pretty tight on the time. I'm here. That's. I wasn't supposed to be in there.
No, not quite.
What the heck? Why am I doing this?
I don't know, dude. Don't ask me.
Oh, we're good.
Oh, yay. Or did you die?
No, we're good.
No, you made it. Yeah.
But yeah, this is the only level with Omega that I remember failing a couple of times. Like, not in one session, but going back and replaying the game, like, it was like a 50-50 chance I would fail this level.
Gotta get this time. Gotta get that time. Then you gotta get speed and go up that ramp.
Oh, no! Yeah, woohoo, give me the speed.
This music's good, too.
It is, dude. Hot Shelter's got good music.
I know we
look
we
at-
were just talking about how that was
And
redundant.
also,
Wow.
you see his... Yeah.
This guy's gotten some upgrades.
Zeta is big, and also his little... He's got weird,
It's interesting.
Dreamcast attachments on him. I don't know if you saw that. No, they're legitimately Dreamcast.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I missed that.
Maybe when he dies and it zooms in on him. Yeah, see the Dreamcast still in there?
Oh, yeah. Okay, right.
Boy,
No, I remember
that
those,
was not a boss fight.
I think those textures are in this game in a couple of places, I think.
Maybe.
Maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, no, it's interesting because the first two guys we fought had just been, I guess, like, given new assignments. But yeah, this one and Beta obviously are being massively repurposed and stripped for parts and turned into hulking monstrosities. What is the point of the thing? What's it gonna fight? What is it defending?
I have no idea. Maybe that's where the Chaos and Meduls are supposed to be kept.
Oh, what do we unlock? Oh, no, we gotta get to 60 where we unlock something,
Yep.
of course. I was starting to get excited there.
Yeah, no, to get that unlocked, we'd have to actually do some extra bonus missions. I don't think we're gonna get it naturally because we're gonna get spoilers. We're gonna get one more as Beta. Beta? No, as Gamma. Is this room or is this the other room?
Oh, boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, give me the new one. New gun.
Better than old gun. Oh man, it's just like Vincent's gun in Advent Children.
Its blast damages enemies in a wide pattern.
Now that the game is over, we can do more damage to more enemies.
Yep. Oh well, I may have been able to grab that before the last mission, but I forgot. I'm not a true Sonic fan, as we've established.
Oh well. I'm sure the people will forgive us for this oversight.
I'm gonna get bonked.
Megan!
Yeah. I got bonked with the weird Japanese-only joke. Alright. We going up top. Ooh, my...
Oh, I heard you crack that.
That
wasn't good.
That was my foot.
He flexed his feet. I saw him moving his feet, and then I heard that crack as if he just punched somebody.
Snap, crackle, pop, baby.
I don't know if that registered on the mic, but it was visceral.
Hopefully it didn't, because there's a lot of people that really don't like those
Taken and
things.
Rescue complete. Units remaining.
Dreamcast.
Well, that was the little hint for anybody who hasn't caught on yet, because
Yeah.
they're stupid that the
Gamma.
animals come out of the robots. But also, yeah, referring to himself. Yeah.
Because yeah.
But it's two things. It's
Ooh.
it's two things. He's seeing himself, but also the screenshot is showing us, like, they happen to pick a shot where you're seeing the little animals
Exactly.
pop out, right? It's reminding us that there are animals inside of the robots.
So you got to hear it briefly right there, but we got to hear Beta's theme, and ooh. So Beta's theme's great because it starts out the same as Omega's, but has part of it like reversed, and then goes into its own thing.
My question is, why does every boss on this stupid thing have to come out and hang out on this platform?
I don't
It's
know.
a big ship. Surely we could go fight in another location. Oh, Joey, you're butchering it.
I know.
You have to beat the video
Hey,
game,
but hey,
Joey.
this is
Get a ring.
Give me a ring. But yeah, here's an actual boss fight. It's actually really cool. I really like it. It's not hard, but it's more than just press the button.
He's got moves.
'Cause he
Also,
can flick your
we've done
hips.
multiple fights here, but they were, other than the Amy fight, they were all at night and
Yep.
in the sky. We're on the ocean now, and unlike hers, it's not quite as much of a visual mess, because the camera's usually facing against our enemy here. As opposed to the weird fight with Zero, it was all over the place.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Sonic games love this.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's bad. Don't do that in 3D games.
Whatever. Nope.
My absolute
Darn.
favorite thing about Kingdom Hearts games that aren't Kingdom Hearts 2 and 1 is the camera deciding, hey, do you like being a 20th of the frame player character? Well, here you go. Because the boss decided to move really fast and we didn't know how to keep up with it. I mean, I don't know. I guess sometimes it can be designed well and it's the right way to frame it. It's not like it's not okay.
2, and then supercharge after. Oh, I thought it was after.
I shouldn't say that this is always bad, because right now it isn't that bad, but it's because the controls for this character are relatively simple and the camera is static, so it's not the worst it could be. It's not like there are hard and fast rules about this stuff. Things can work differently for different games and different fights.
Time.
Woo! Yeah! World record pace! Thanks for coming out to my GDQ stream, everybody. Thanks for helping us fight cancer.
Man, they just make more and more money every year.
Yeah, because more people tune in every year.
Yeah, they're doing good. Oh my god, that sound effect! They ripped that sound effect in Sonic Battle. I just realized.
The tallying sound effect.
No, the noise of robot getting statically and dying.
Oh. I was wondering why we hadn't heard that before. I thought that was part of the menu that we'd somehow missed before. Yeah, that was the robot.
Oh, and hey, look.
A little bird.
That thing that didn't make sense earlier.
Uh-huh. A little bird flying
The
around.
thing we thought was just not going to be explained, but wait.
Oh, hey, a bird.
And it was the closest in the line to... Beta was the closest in the line to Gamma.
Amy said we'll meet again, robot friend, but then she never saw him again, did she? Actually, she did. She just didn't know it. He's too damaged in the fight. Oh, he's remembering his true self.
It's like no final words or anything.
No sound effects either.
No. I don't mind that though. With the music playing like that, it's like a...
No, I just mean in general, when things explode in this game, there aren't sound effects, and it's very strange
It
to
is
me.
very strange.
Also, how is the bird not noticing this happening yet? Wait, what? Hold on, there's been an explosion for 30 seconds. I should look back and see what it was.
But yeah, it ends weird and abrupt, but I quite like this little one-off story about this robot.
About a robot that does not remember its former life as an animal, that's been captured by Robotnik, regaining some control over itself and freeing the animals trapped inside of other robots, culminating in freeing one of its direct family members, and then freeing itself. And, as we saw in Amy's campaign, reuniting with another member of his family, who is also in the process of being abducted by Eggman.
Maybe that's where Alpha...
Yeah, maybe that's what Alpha was supposed to be. Yeah.
That would make sense.
Who knows?
That's just a theory.
And then the three of them presumably flew off and lived happily ever after together.
Yeah, it's like by today's standards, it's nothing.
Oh, it's absolutely
nothing.
nothing.
Not a thing, but it's like I quite like it in this. It's
I mean, by the standards of this time, like what? I mean, Suikoden 2 came out.
Yeah.
But like I'm saying, Final Fantasy Tactics, I think was out soon or was gonna be out. The point is not so much that this is revolutionary or whatever,
no.
but we're playing a Sonic the Hedgehog video game, and they put something in it. That's what I meant when I was talking about early on in the playthrough, that it felt like somebody on the writing staff for this game just had an idea that they'd probably been itching in their brain for a while about, like, isn't this a weird implication about the series that we've created? Isn't
as far as I know, this is the only time this is ever touched on, but
yeah,
it's like, I don't really need it anymore. It's like, I don't like this quite a bit.
Like, it really feels like someone who's a designer on the games who's just like, this little background detail about the animals being the robots is, that's kind of a weird thing we've created. Maybe we should do a story about that.
Yeah, and as far as I know, Gamma's not really brought up in hardly any of the other games.
Why would he be? He's not important to anybody else but the audience.
Exactly. He is brought back up in battle, but it's like I don't think it's not the same robot, and he doesn't really have his own story. That game, Sonic Battle for the Game Boy, everybody. It's a really weird and bad, but I love the game.
Even Amy
But-
only interacted with Gamma like twice.
Exactly. I was gonna say in that game, it's like everybody has their own chapters, but then there's 2 side characters that you can play as that don't have their own chapter, and that would be Gamma and Chaos. They're just there to fill out the roster. Boy, Chaos is doo-doo tier though. Unless there's
Well,
something
'cause
I'm
it's
missing.
Chaos Zero, right?
It's Chaos Zero.
Yeah, Chaos
yeah.
Zero is doo-doo tier. You gotta get the Amadeus before he's powerful.
Oh, it's weird in that though, because it's like in this he's maybe I guess that game takes place would in general take place after this, but it's like Chaos is just living up like on a icy mountain doing his thing up there.
Well, we'll talk about... Well, as we've already discussed at the beginning of this playthrough, the continuity of the Sonic the Hedgehog series is nonsense, and there's no attempt for it to make any kind of
Oh,
sense.
Johnny Gioli. Gioli. I hope that's how you pronounce
John
his name.
Senui, John Paris.
I haven't. John St. John is going to be in here somewhere. I just never saw it.
No, we talked about him in one of the previous
I know we
credit
did.
sequences. We called out his presence.
Oh, did we? Like, okay, good.
Yeah, I said something about John St. John, and you were like, "Don't
Oh,
spoil it."
No, there it is. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
there he is. He's right
there's
there.
that boy. Do, do.
Hey, look, we did that. We went to check out the Emerald. Sometimes the pictures in this don't actually represent the things that the player did
No,
in
they
the
don't.
campaign.
When I was younger, to test it out, I was stupid and was like, I'm going to play through on a different thing and explicitly not do these things. And like, oh, it's just screenshots.
Oops.
It wasn't the locations as much as like power-ups like optional power-ups appearing on the characters.
Yeah.
So I'd do a challenge run where I didn't get the optional parts, man.
Well, I mean, that was,
Just like the people speedrunning.
hey, you know what? You had fun playing the game again.
Yeah, just like the people speedrunning Zero Mission. That game, boy, there's a lot of optional things in
Zero
that Metroid
Mission.
game.
Oh yeah, Metroid. Yeah. Sorry.
You don't have to get the long beam to beat that game.
I got totally turned around because I was like, wait, I thought that was called Fusion, and I totally forgot about Zero Mission for a second there. I was like, I was combining them into. I was literally I was Metroid fusing them into one game.
God, man, Metroid Fusion has its problems as far as Metroid games go, but boy, that.
Yo,
might be
remember
my
how like a
favorite.
month ago, there were 2 people separately leaked? Hey man, end of the year, classic Paper Mario and 2D Metroid will come out, and I was like, bullshit. God doesn't love me that much.
No,
I do believe that God loves me. I do honestly, sincerely believe that, but I don't think
Not
He loves
that
me that much. I don't even care that much about the Metroid, but I would just love that it existed
Yeah.
because it's funny to me to see Nintendo be wrong about things.
that's also.
But the 2D return. Sorry, no, not 2D. Return to form Paper Mario. I'd give up a finger for that. That's not true. Nobody come for my fingers.
I would.
That was a joke.
One of them. I don't know which one.
I
They
would give up
say
a
your
large sum of money though.
They say your index finger is the one you really don't need, but it's like, oh, but I really like that finger.
I'm very attached
I
to
don't
it.
like it. I don't like the idea of it not being there.
No, I
It'd
would
be
not.
hard to pull a trigger in a video game.
No, I would not. I would not separate. I would not lose any of my body parts for worldly
I-
possessions. Though I would be willing to part with a large sum of money and other things for,
I don't know,
for
man.
Paper Mario.
It's like, in the cyberpunk universes where it's like people are like 90% robots.
Yeah,
Like,
I hate that. I hate that crap.
I'm super down for that.
no,
100%, dude. I would
Gross.
lose. Dude, pay me enough and I'd lose a leg right now.
No. Also, my that cyberpunk future is like I don't want to get hacked. The idea that somebody could hack
dude,
my
that's
someone
the
could
worst.
hack my body.
I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of that in Cyberpunk 2077.
If a freaking
but
EMP
cool.
goes off, does my body stop working?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, that's the same thing with people that have pacemakers.
So I'm gonna be but you know what? A pacemaker is something you need to stay alive. The other stuff is optional crap that those people are getting grafted onto them in these storylines.
Does he have any trials? Any
So I'm gonna
games?
freaking. I'll be the one guy who's still 100% flesh and blood in the cyberpunk future, and then when the EMPs
And then
go off and everybody can't walk because their legs aren't working, I'll just rob them all blind, and they can't do anything about it
And then
because they're
you-
not connected to the internet and they're my places anymore.
And then you just get shot with a gun because you don't have bulletproof skin.
I'll wear Kevlar. I'm sure there'll be really good body armor in the cyberpunk future.
Hey, we're doing this right now.
What?
We're testing.
Okay, all right.
We take the fastest character and then we switch to Amy.
Okay. Go right ahead, and that's how we'll wrap this episode.
Yep.
We'll check these two.
Because there's absolutely nothing left to do in this game. Because
Nope,
we just beat all
the game is over.
We just beat all. Oh, that's slow. Come on, Sonic. There we go. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's by character.
Oh.
Oh, it's absolutely by character.
I'm gonna do a lap and then I'll switch. The main thing is the acceleration.
No, I can already tell. I can already tell it's by character. You've already doubled the speed that I was hitting with Amy.
No, yes, but we have to
Make sure that I didn't screw up with Amy. Yeah, I know.
It's not even about that. It's about we're having side-by-side comparison. Well, not side-by-side, but
back-to-back comparisons.
Back-to-back. It's spin on track. Back-to-back. Hey, that's a song from Sonic Rush. I'm singing it, guys. I know what I'm talking about. I have opinions. They might not be as good as yours. Oh no. So 46. I mean, that's not a good thing to go by.
I'm sure you'll be. Listen, if Amy is as bad as I think that she is, you will be able to tell physically as soon as you get behind the wheel. I assure you. Do 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 do.
Hedgehog hammer. God. I can't believe those doors weren't there.
What does that robot remind me of? That robot reminds me of a robot from something, and I can't place it.
What the heck? Oh no! Oh, you're absolutely
I told
right.
you! I told you I
Oh,
wasn't
boy.
crazy. Something's wrong with Amy.
She's slow.
That's
weird.
Is this a
strange.
mistake?
This
It's
has
not
to-
bad acceleration. Like her top speed. You're at her peak potential if she hasn't hit a boost.
This is like, oh my gosh.
Is this a mistake?
It has to be. Like, it has to be.
Or is this the easy mode for the babies who can't
Well,
go
it's-
fast?
Oh man, the turning is abysmal.
Is the turning better for Sonic as
Yes.
well? So it's also the turning is off by character.
But Big's turning was the easiest that I did.
What advantage is there to playing as Amy? Does she have some secret power we don't know about?
I don't think it's like that. I think it's literally some weird code thing tied to the top speed.
What is this?
That's weird.
What is this secret power? Hey, wait, hold on. Don't cross the finish line. Turn around.
Oh,
Go back. Oh, it's just a straight drop. I was wondering if there was like a way to fall to your death or whatever, but it's just
There
a.
is a way to fall to your death.
I mean, no, yeah, I know, but I was wondering about there, like if you weren't going fast enough, would you drop through a hole? But no, the track does actually connect. Oh.
All right.
That's
Beautiful.
Oh, why would you do that? Yeah,
Beautiful.
the game is over, everybody. There will be no further episodes
Nope,
of Sonic
there
Adventure.
is nothing because we beat the game. We went on the adventure. It was pretty neat.
Yeah,
and all that.
okay.
They're definitely. What the heck was that? Oh man. Maybe we'll look it up next time.
maybe we'll have an adventure of some kind. Maybe perhaps a Sonic type of adventure on the next episode of Sonic Adventure.